Welcome again to Pete's Pans and greetings from the Catalan coast in northeastern Spain, where today's culinary crusade has brought me up the coast from Barcelona, through one of Spain's most beautiful towns, Tossa de Mar, to one of Costa Brava's little treasures, the town of Begur. I'm here to prepare one of the classics of Catalan coastal cuisine, the Arroz Caldoso de Marisco, brothy seafood rice. Begur is a colourful and exuberant town, with narrow streets topped with a crumbling medieval castle, where the only sources of stress seem to be choosing the perfect little cove as a backdrop to my video recipe, and a beachside restaurant to laze away the rest of the evening. Having secured all the freshest seafood ingredients for the Arroz de Marisco, as well as having my cooking procedures approved by the experts, I make for the cove 3 kilometers away below the town. I managed to resist the temptation of packing it all in favour of a dish of fresh razor clams and a bottle of Catalan white at this busy chiringuito, and set up kitchen across the sand. All the ingredients for the Arroz Caldoso are listed below the video, along with links for ordering the trickier Spanish specialty items. For today's dish I've replaced 2 large prawns from the original recipe with these langoustine, which I couldn't resist. Again, the original recipe contains only prawns. An hour or 2 before starting the dish, to remove any grit from the clams, cover them with water and add a large tablespoon of salt. Stir the clams around from time to time and then rinse well to remove any grit or sand that they've released. To make the stock, 2 cloves of garlic are chopped up and fried in a little olive oil until just starting to turn slightly golden. The heads and shells from all but 4 of the prawns are removed and added to the garlic. They're then crushed in the pot as they cook to allow them to release all their juices. When the shells are nice and red, the parsley is added and half a sliced onion, and all this is stirred around a little bit more. Add the fish or the whole Mediterranean rockfish and a glass of wine, and allow this to reduce somewhat. Cover all this with water and cook for 20 minutes. Strain well, pressing every last bit of liquid out of the solids. In a Spanish rice pan, or any pan really will do, fry the prawns, the peeled ones and the whole ones, in a good slug of olive oil, seasoning lightly with salt. When this starts to turn golden, remove and quickly fry the diced sepia in the same oil, making sure that the oil doesn't burn. To this flavourful oil, add the second onion and peppers, all chopped finely, and cook gently for 10 minutes or so. Season lightly with salt as you go. Add 2 cloves of chopped garlic and sweat a couple of minutes more. Cut the tomatoes in half and grate using a cheese grater and discard the skins, or simply remove the skins and chop up the pulp with a knife. Cook down gently for a further 10 minutes. To this sofrito, the flavourful vegetable base, return the sepia and peeled prawns, but not the whole ones, and stir around over the heat for 2 or 3 minutes. Add the pepper powder and stir this in. Then the rice goes in, along with the saffron, and is stirred around again for a minute or 2. Pour over the stock and boil gently for 15 minutes, checking the seasoning as you go. Make sure the water doesn't dry up, as the point of this dish is that the rice remains caldoso, brothy. If it does start to dry up, add a little more boiling water or stock, being careful not to bring it off the boil. Just 5 minutes from the end, add the whole prawns and the clams. Remove the pan from the heat, cover and let it rest for 5 minutes before serving your guests. Do join me again as I seek out many more local recipes from the rest of France, Spain and Portugal.